Tokozani, welcome back to another video with Beyond the Veil with Luna. I'm going to be doing another reading, but 3 from these and the rest will come, after, and you'll see exactly how I mean it. Again, I'm still doing my only text readings, so do not be afraid to text and book your reading, where I basically write your message down, right? For you, it doesn't have to be via calls, it doesn't have to be via voice note. It can simply just be me writing it. Remember that it's less costly, you can read it at any time, and that's just how it is. So let's get right into this reading. Okay, so chains might be significant. Unwrapping chains. Why am I thinking about unwrapping chains that might be binding people? So you might be binded by a chain, but I wonder what this chain is. Okay, I'm hearing warlocks. Okay, I'll put down the definition of warlock, but usually they do what's similar to destiny swappers, witches, and so on. Okay, so it might also be something about sexual energy, where people might have taken your energy or taken your, not necessarily your life source, but like drained your life source using sexual energy. Okay, I'm hearing protection. You need to use protection, especially for those who are planning on okay. Yeah, we need one more card. Yeah, this is so weird. Like, what do you mean? Okay, we have a card. Okay, so the first card is seek clarity. You need to seek clarity about the situation. I'm hearing sage. You need to burn some sage around the house if your guides do use it or have recommended that you use it. Or incense sticks. Incense sticks are a very good spiritual protection tool or remedy, as I usually refer to it. Okay. To use to protect yourself or to clear the energy, right? Now, the first card says seek truth, because even with this lace, it's definitely giving like, lace underwear, like sexual energy, but at the same time, hi man, you might be having, an issue with this person. It's like this person or these people, but this person is trying to give you a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife, or they have already given it to you, but you're just not realizing it, and it's like, okay. But we need to clarify these ones. Okay, we need to clarify the truth. What is the truth that they need to hear? What is it that they need to understand about the warlock situation? What is it that's been hidden from them? What is the truth that they need to see? Eclipse of concealment. Why? Okay. Ugh. Spirit link. That's what I'm saying, that I feel like it's definitely like a spiritual husband or spiritual wife that they're trying to give to you. Yeah, no man. I'm so sorry about that. A card just fell. Okay. Now, with the spiritual entity that they're trying to tie to you, especially using your energy, that's going to constantly be trying to, drain you of your energy, it is definitely going to come out, right? Eclipse of concealment, right? But I'm also getting that obviously at night it's like things are happening and you're like, what happened? You're constantly having these like dreams where it's like, oh my god, people are constantly trying to sleep with me, people are constantly trying to, or if it's not that, it's like you are in a space of not understanding why you are unable. I'm so sorry, I have another card. You're unable to, I'm hearing unable to be intimate with your partner, or intimate with others. It's like you're constantly locked in, but at the same time, it's like your energy is being drained, right? So it might be a past person that might have done this to you, or a person that's planning to do this to you, and it's like you need to be careful, right? I'm seeing coarse salt, like half salt, so you need to use that, okay, to protect yourself. And also I'm seeing a white cloth, a white candle, and you need to pray, my dear. You need to pray, honey. Okay, you need to pray. All right. So awaiting revelations, that's where you're going to be using this. Okay, it's not going to succeed. It's not going to succeed, right? Because with the spirit link, I'm getting that it's two things. That okay, it's your guide saying that we came here to intervene as quick as we can, because we can see that our child is being toyed with. Okay, so you might have had this thing of like feeling like, oh yeah, I'm not joke to this person. It's like I'm a toy to them. They just want to use me. They just want to, and they're like, yeah, that's right. They're trying to use you, and it's like, but the card says stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success, right? But I feel like this card is more than just about like career and so on. It's about your actual spirit link with your guides, because you're divinely guided, right? So you're divinely guided. So that's what I'm saying, that okay, the nighttime might resonate. So I'm guessing that they want you to go back to praying at night, like 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. For some of you it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, you need to get down and pray. Okay, that is the only thing that's going to help you out of the situation, besides the salt, because remember that God helps those that help themselves. Therefore, if you're unable to kneel down and pray for protection, I'm hearing praying for your family, praying over the house. The house might have these things just going on rampage all over the house. So they might be running around the house and so on. At night you will hear things. I'm hearing knocking. You'll hear things like, oh, people calling your name. You'll hear things like, you see the other card that flew out, take great care. Okay, you need to take great care of yourself, nurture yourself, prioritize. I'm hearing stroke. They might be trying to get you to have a stroke. Okay, I'm having the idea, not even an idea, man. Okay, oh, so it's like they have this idea to try and come in and destroy. Because as I was trying to say, I'm having a vision of a kid that has what you call it, that is disabled. So I'm guessing that they're trying to also paralyze your kid, or paralyze your kids, or try to affect your kids. Because I'm also seeing that at school, it's like there's a child just sitting there and there's nothing going in. They're just sitting there and they're holding a pen, and it's like they're just paralyzed. There's nothing that they can do, right? So the other one is embrace solitude, right? So I'm guessing your guides are going to be removing you from this situation and placing you in a place of solitude, so you can, I'm hearing run around. Okay, so I'm guessing that you might have been around certain people, and it's like, because you don't know who's actually sending these things and so on, it's like you're constantly running around in the same circle, like a headless chicken, running around, and it's like there's nothing that's getting better, right? So they're like, we're gonna take you out of the situation and place you, but you need to be smart about this. I'm hearing you need to be smart about this. You need to notice the difference when you're around these people, and the difference while you are away from these people. Who does the checking up on you, and in what way do they check up on you, right? Because there's the thing of a friend, of an actual genuine friend, being like, yo, I'm so worried about you, right? I'm so worried about you. I want to check up on you and so on. And then there's friends where it's like, what are you doing? Where are you? And then they just, once you answer them, they cut the communication. It's like, oh, they just want to find the information. Okay, so you need to embrace solitude. Reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open, as answers reveal lessons in the quiet of introspection. What did I say? Right? Because I'm getting that you're also getting these ocean of, oh yeah, I'm getting, yeah, there's a person, there's like a shadow walking around, or an entity walking around the yard. Okay. Ocean of possibilities. Navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities, where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. there's opportunities coming. But remember, even with this boat, it's like I'm going forward, and even if I go alone forward, I'm not bringing anyone with me. And look at the beautiful waters, look at the beautiful scenery. This is the time where it's like you embrace the solitude and embrace, because I'm hearing that you don't even know how to sit alone and enjoy your own company. Why is that? Why can't you do that? So now, moving on, right? After they told you to take care of yourself, take care of yourself. I'm hearing your wallet too. So someone might also be trying to use money as a way of like, getting in your bag, getting in your purse, getting in your financial life, where it's like they want to give you money that they know they've worked on. So you must be careful. When you get this money, immediately buy something with it. Do not keep it in your purse. Do not keep it in your wallet. Do not keep it anywhere in your car, in your house, nowhere. Okay? You're not supposed to do that. We're not about that. Okay? I'm also hearing that you need to stop borrowing people your stuff. Okay? So, sky of clarity. Okay? So into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as your expenses. Okay? I feel like you might be having an idea of like, oh, who would it be? And they're like, no, it's definitely not that person. And even if it was that person, it's like that person has, there's a person that and you think lightly of. You're like, they could never do that. And it's like, that's right. That is the person that you're looking, because that's the sky of clarity. It's like when you look up and you're like, who could be doing this to me? And you look into this circle and you're thinking that, but I don't have any person that can say would do such a thing to me. And it's like there's a problem, because you're constantly trying to paint everyone with the same color, forgetting that everyone can be somehow towards you and different to someone else. I'm hearing deception, pretense. Someone can pretend. Why is it that you fail to understand that people can pretend? People have been doing it for decades. Why don't you want to use your discernment and use your gut, use your feeling? Because I'm hearing that there have been incidents where you've seen that, okay, a certain person dislikes you, or a certain person doesn't like nice things for you. I'm hearing they only want to see the good things and nice things happening for them. Okay, so you need to sit down with yourself. Okay, and we have transformation and rise. Right, transform and rise. Your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. When you go up the mountain, you're not going to take everyone with you. When you go up the stairs onto the stage, you're not taking everyone with you. You might say your speech and be like, oh, thank you to this person, thank you to that person, but you're not going to take people with you onto that stage. It's you and you alone, because you are doing the work, you are pushing, you are doing all that and so on. Right now, like I was saying, it might have been that with this negative spiritual entity, it might have been blocking also your romantic life, especially your bedroom life, is what I'm hearing, right? So now we had a two-way card, right? But as you can see, right? So, okay, so I'm getting that they're trying to commit this dark entity to you, so that it's like, it's endgame for you. At the same time, it's like your guides are telling you to commit to the journey with determination. Go all in for the long term. Your steadfast focus will bring the lasting rewards. So even if there's fights and quarrels within your relationship, you have to accept that when people try to ruin a good thing, there will be fights, there will be this, there will be that, but you know that you guys are usually on good terms. And it's like, it's very weird that, okay, all of a sudden in the bedroom there's an issue, when you're talking there's an issue, and it's like, I feel like you're suspecting, okay, this person is doing something on the other side. And it's like, no, go in for the long term, go in for, because this person is not doing anything. They're very much committed to you. I'm getting that this might also be a side where it's like, besides you feeling not so into intimacy, your boyfriend, your husband, whoever it is, might be having problems with erections within the bedroom. That's just what I'm seeing, what I'm getting. Okay, so the other side of the card is commit to the journey. Again, with determination, go in for the long term. Okay, you see, oh no, I'm reading the same card, the same side. Commit to this next stage in your life, right? Development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. So a promise might be that, okay, some of you might be getting married, some of you might be renewing your vows, so they're saying like push through this, because this isn't meant to break you guys, it's meant to develop you guys, it's giving character development. Like, you guys are supposed to move, you're supposed to show these people that you're not going to do anything with us. Okay, you can bring your best witch doctor, you can bring your best whatever it is. Okay, you can pay $1 million for it and it won't work, because I have the power of prayer, we have the power of love, we have the power of our guides, our God, the Holy Spirit, the universe. What are you to us? Okay, and the fact that you feel threatened by us, that says a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? You have to have that type of a vibe, because they're like, you need to stand up. Emela, you need to stand up. Okay, I'm hearing that you should also go around the house and pray, right? Like, go in each room and pray over each room, so that these things that are possibly just off can stop happening. I'm hearing that, or I'm seeing that you might be picking up a lot of coins on the floor, that's the situation. That is the situation. But here we have 2 lost cards. One last move. You have come far on your journey. Keep going. You will soon see what you have accomplished. What did I say? This isn't supposed to break you. This isn't supposed to separate you or supposed to make you scared. It's like you're like a lotus, right? Even though you come from the ground and so on, you will still rise. You will still come up, and you will still be that beautiful flower. Okay? You're also having thrive and believe. Coming up from the ground. Okay? Embrace growth and trust in promise. Keep an open mind. Answers reveal the path of fulfillment. Okay, so that is the situation. I want us to look into the emotional state of how you should handle this situation currently. Okay, like the karmic state and so on, before we end this reading, because I don't want it to be as long as the one I did before. Because I still have at least 2 more to do before I go back to doing the text readings. So first, hold on. Okay. I used the comic threads card. Okay. So the first card is honor the contract. Some lessons were written before you arrived, right? Remember, character development is part of your story, right? Facing them now completes the soul agreement. If you keep on ignoring it, it's just like a fly. It won't go away until you kill it and you face it, right? Now, the second card is the cycle stops with you. You are the one your ancestors prayed for. This pain ends in your hands. Choose differently now. Back then, your ancestors might have experienced the same thing. It was like, taken lightly. Because remember that due to our history and our past, majority of our ancestors ran away from their spiritual beliefs and so on. It was a whole thing of like, that could never happen to me. I am just, and it's like you need to do the spiritual work where it's like you tend to situations that are happening within your family much quicker than them. Okay, because even with this child being paralyzed or a stroke happening between you or your partner, you need to act now. Okay, you need to act now. If you go to church, you need to you need to do things to assist you. You need to purge, you need to fast, you need to pray, especially within those hours that you need to be awake. That you're going to hear your guides, or they're going to be present with you. Okay, not saying that they're never present with you, but even with this card, it just gives me more confirmation of like, it's mostly about these people are okay. Kindness creates change. Every act of kindness shifts something somewhere. Be the reason someone feels hope again, but it's upside down. Why is it upside down? Can you get clarity on the situation? Okay. Or they're going to disguise it as a thing of like, somebody's gonna come to you disguised as an elderly person, possibly in a dream, possibly you need to be careful. You need to remember that if they can't attack you spiritually, they'll do it physically or emotionally or mentally. So we need to you need to protect yourself, honey. Okay. Let me get clarity on this card. Why is it there? It's upside down. Okay. Besides that, it's like, besides that attack. Okay. It's also your maternal guides telling you that, okay, besides you having to be careful of this situation of someone trying to act as if they're your guides, trying to trick you. Trying to trick you, it's because they can see that there's winds of fortune, and the other card says open to receive, right? And the other one is vortex of change. So you need to learn how to differentiate within your dreams what's real and what's not real, right? You need to learn with the way that your dreams are, so that these people do not get a hold of your fortunes or your opportunities and so on by using the face or the idea that they are your guides. That's what I'm getting, right? Because as much as you're going to, I feel like it might be a dream where it's going to be like you're going to try and help an elderly person, or an elderly person is going to approach you, and it's like they're going to just run out holding this thing of like, yeah, you know what, I finally got them, right? And it might block your fortunes, I know, you know, but you need to learn how to discern. That's why they're saying that in dreams, besides dreams, in prayer, you need to sit with yourself and be like, you know what, let me pray for discernment, so that these people do not trick me in my own dreams. Because it's possible. It is possible. It's like when you know where you are sleeping in a dream and you wake up only to realize that you're still in a dream, and you just woke up in a dream, and now you have to actually wake up, right? It's giving like a mirror effect. They're going to try and mirror your ancestors and your guides, and it's like, in order for you to stay connected to your guides, you need to keep on praying and so on, because this is what they're going to try and tell you what you want to hear. They're going to try and sweet talk you and make you think that, yeah, you know what, yeah, it's my guides, you know. I'm hearing desperation. You're probably going to try and listen to them because of desperation. I'm seeing something being thrown to the side, so it might be as a distraction, a form of distraction, right? The other card says, accept past choices, accept your decisions, however imperfect. They brought you to where you are right now, and let them go and move forward. So even with you stopping the cycle, you're moving forward. You're leaving behind things that don't belong to you, because look at this. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. You're moving forward, right? That's what I'm saying, that they're going to try and use this trickster energy, this negative energy, or this entity to come in the form of your guides, right? And it's going to stab you in the back. That's what I'm hearing. So when it stab you in the back, it's definitely people that you actually know, friends or family. Okay. Okay, with those cards, I'm getting, do not walk the same path that I walked, right? So it's a spirit guide that's coming forward saying that, oh, you know what, which is why we pray for you. You are our wildest dream, and it's like we are hoping that you correct these mistakes, right? There's a difference between your path and this woman's path, because now it's like your ancestors might have walked in the same path. Look at the footsteps, and yet she's only starting to walk away right now, where it's like the cycle kept on repeating itself. But because you're the person that's supposed to change this, right, you are going to start your own journey where it's like, or you're on your own journey where I'm hearing uncertainty. Everything is going to be uncertain, everything is going to be unknown, and it's okay that it's unknown, right? Step beyond comfort. Growth only happens outside the comfort zone. Embrace discomfort as a sign of progress. What did I say? Walking away from these cycles that you've stopped. It's intense. It's unknown, right? Within your family line, within your bloodline, you're gonna be the generational curse breaker, is what I'm hearing. And that's not something easy to carry. That's not something easy to carry through. Okay? But you just need to pull through because they entrusted you with that. Okay? Okay, this might also involve things like law. You might be dealing with a lawsuit or something like that. If it's not a lawsuit, I feel like on the spiritual side, it's like you are... Okay, you are trying to weigh out where you belong, where you don't belong, and so on. And it's like you need to find balance, right? You need to find balance within your spiritual world and your physical world, right? And with this law thing coming through, why am I thinking about law? Why am I hearing law? Okay, why am I hearing law? But can you please clarify the situation for us? What is happening that involves the law? Because even with this contract thing, I'm getting that with this contract thing, you're going to be outweighing the things that your ancestors were unable to outweigh. You see, manifest the new growth of potential, seize every minute, embrace every moment. Manifest the new, embrace change, and envision your desires, allowing your universe to align with your intentions. This is all new things because you're outweighing what happened back then, the old cycles, and closing them out and starting a new cycle, a new healthier cycle. You're outweighing the negative cycles with a positive outcome. Okay, so you have to step beyond higher wisdom, explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizons. You are getting wiser, or you've always been a wise person is what I'm getting, right? Therefore now it's like that's why they've also entrusted you with this thing of breaking these generational curses or these cycles, right? Unlock the pattern. The pain didn't start today. You've lived this loop before. What did I say? This thing came through. It's a cycle. It's a loop. But because you are not going to walk through what your grandmother or these feminine spirits walked through, or your ancestors just in general, because it's both masculine and feminine presenting spirits, right? You are going to unlock the pattern, right? And they're saying you've lived this loop before. Maybe in love, maybe in lineage. What did I say? Awareness is the key. Awareness, you need to be aware of your surroundings right now. You need to be aware of the situations happening right now. You need to be aware of what situations. Shield of resilience. Employ a shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career, right? These things may make you feel like you are suffocating, you know. Well, not suffocating, you're actually protected. It looks like you're suffocating. People, wherever they are doing whatever it is that they're trying to do to you, they think that this person is going down. And this is where it's like they wake up and they realize like nothing worked on you. And it's like they look at this and they're like, yeah, but then I still got to send that sleep paralysis, that sleep whatever. But it's like I'm fully shielded. I'm fully armed. I'm wearing the armor of God. That's what I'm hearing. Small steps, okay? The small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. So everybody around you that's not paying attention might be your ancestors and the cycles that they kept on continuing. But unlike you, while everybody's just sitting looking around, you decided to do something. Okay? So awareness is key. Okay? What should they be aware of, spirits? Okay? And what should they be aware of with this situation? What should they be aware of? Okay. What should they be aware of? 2 cards. They should be aware of the rough road ahead. Okay? Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. Okay? It's a long journey, but it won't last. It won't last for that long, right? We have middle of moments, and happiness is simple. So you have to find happiness in the most simplest things, okay? And embrace the moment. Even when it's rocky, understand that you are breaking generational cycles. It was never meant to be easy, and it never will be easy, which is why you are built for this, right? I'm not saying that, you're built for torture, what, resurrection. Your comeback. Your comebacks will come with this long journey and so on. Recovery, comeback. Okay? And you are constant. You are going to shock people, actually. You're definitely going to shock people. You are definitely going to shock people, my dear. And then the two-way card, the last one, is Fantasyland and On Illusions. That is why you're having this shield of resistance, that you've created this illusion to everyone that everything is going well. Smart. But at the same time, it's like, while you created this illusion, work on yourself and work on protecting yourself and your family. That's what you need to do. Okay? You need to let these people be confused and make them think that, yeah, they definitely did what they did. They did a good job. Can't do where they are. Nothing is succeeding. Nothing is killing your family. Nothing is getting to you. But remember, we're always told that whatever you see in your dreams or see in your visions or see or get told and so on, that is seen and you hear it and so on, it will never succeed. It will never succeed. But that doesn't mean that you should let your guard down. Okay? You shouldn't let your guard down. So thank you for listening to this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you resonated with this reading. I'm still doing those text-only readings, like I said. You just text me to book a reading. Thank you for confirming my gift. Thank you for confirming my intuition. Please tell me if this resonates. You know, I hope that you find healing. I hope that you find love. And thank you for letting me in your space. Thank you for letting me use my gift to heal you or give you clarity. Thank you for watching.